That's where we're going next. Harry Maguire chat. In fact, before I get your view, Darren Bent, let's get the view of the former Aston Villa striker Gabby Agbonlahor. He joined the Breakfast Show this morning. He said he thinks people are too harsh on Man United's centre-back.
It must be horrible for him as well. He's away in pre-season and he's got fans. Was it Australia or America where they went pre-season? He's got fans in the stadium booing him in pre-season because of the social media, not because of his performances, you know. And Harry Maguire must be really mentally strong to have got through, you know, the criticism he's been getting. And hopefully, like I says, 2 top performances in the next 2 games and everyone will stop talking about, oh, if he doesn't play for Man United, would he get in the World Cup? He's a guaranteed starter in the World Cup. If he doesn't play a Premier League game between now and the World Cup, he still starts in that defence.
Big statement, Gab.
I agree with him.
I
agree with him. That if he doesn't play any games or a lot of games for Man United, he still starts for Gareth Southgate.
No, I'm not sure.
Well, hold on, you're not sure if it's the right thing to do?
Well, no, it's not the right thing to do because... Well, I wouldn't say it's not the right thing to do. What I am saying is, yes, and a lot of people keep trotting that out, that he's never let England down, and I understand that because he's played well for England. He's been one of the key components as to why England have got to a World Cup semi-final and a Euros final. But you cannot sweep under the rug that his form for Manchester United has been poor. And poor at times is being polite, by the way.
Why is that? Why is it? Is it because, not why is his form, but the commotion surrounding him at the moment is a little bit mad, right? Is it because of the price tag?
No, it's like, people keep talking about the price tag, and it's a lot of money, by the way. But he had the season last year, not last season, the season before. Well, he was brilliant. As I said, Manchester United didn't lose a game away from home. He was playing really well. They come second behind Manchester City, played really well. And there was no talk of the price tag. But for whatever reason, he came back and his form just wasn't great. Yes, he's played well for England, but he hasn't played well for Manchester United for some time. And even if you look at a small sample size, you look at what's happened at the start of this season, played against Brighton, poor, you got beat. Got absolutely smashed to pieces against Brentford. He then gets taken out and Maguire, Varane and Martinez look very good. You then put him back in against Sociedad, you get beat. It's not a coincidence. It's not an accident. So Gareth Southgate's got a big decision to make. I think you look around the country and you are scratching your head a little bit about, okay, well, if Maguire doesn't play, who starts? Do we have to change formation to a 3 to accommodate getting another centre-half in there? Like, what do you do? But I think it's going to come a point where you can't just keep saying he's never let England down. He was brilliant at the last 2 major tournaments because he was. But it's about what's going on here and now. You can't keep looking back about he was good then. If he's not playing well now, that's a problem then moving forward.
You've gone through, I'm guessing you have, all footballers have
several
bad patches, right?
100%.
Where you're not scoring goals and lack of confidence, lack of form and so on. When you're dropped, when you're then given that opportunity again to get back into the team, like Maguire will at some stage, be it with England or be it Man United, do you feel like twice the amount of pressure? Because you're sort of being given another opportunity here.
Do you know what? And to be fair, I've never been put in the scenario as Harry Maguire because I feel like, well, we're talking about him now. Everybody's talking about him. But me being a centre-forward and him being a centre-half, I always looked at it that, right, I'm out of form. If I can score a goal, and it sounds quite simple, doesn't it? If I can score a goal, that then puts everything else on the back burner. So if I come back, I've been out of form, I've been dropped, I get my opportunity again and score, everyone's like, see, he's reacted well. So I always looked at it that way. As a centre-half, all he could do is defend well, try and keep a clean sheet, your team win, and then get another opportunity. But, I mean, I think Gabby was saying there that he feels that he is Manchester United's best defender. So I don't. I think if you're talking about straight defending, I think Martinez is probably the best defender that Manchester United have got. He's aggressive, he's strong. He's not the biggest, but he uses he's quick. And then obviously footballing centre-half, he'd probably say Varane. So I'm not quite sure about him being Manchester United's best centre-half, but I just think for Gareth Southgate, he's got big decisions to make because if it gets to World Cup time, if they don't have 2 good games against Italy and Germany, and Maguire's featured a little bit, but it hasn't been great, and then he goes back to Manchester United and he ends up playing in the Europa League games and a little bit of Premier League here and a bit of cup games there. How can you throw him straight in?
How much of a player's form, more so a defender, is down to the coaching, the manager? So for argument's sake, like Gareth said, I trust him, and he's never let England down. How much could that be down to him being coached by Gareth Southgate while he's with England compared to when he's at Man United? Might not get the same amount of coaching. I mean, does that come into it or not when you're a centre-half?
I think when you're at your club, and I've said it before, with international football, and you look at the teams that I know they've been battered in this last period of Nations League football, but I think you're playing more games competitively every single week in the Premier League. Like, the Premier League is a tough league to play in, right? So you're getting tested pretty much every single week. there are times in international duty where you can coast a little bit because the standard of team that you're playing against, they might have one superstar, but the rest of the team is average. So that can muddy the waters a little bit. But I think when you've been at Manchester United and you look at the way they're defending now with Martinez and Varane, clearly they've been working on something because they look, at the minute, brilliant. When you go away with England, I don't think Gareth's got enough time to simply just work on the defence. He's got to work on the... He only gets to play for 10 days. So how much more defending can he do?
If he plays for England on Friday and then plays for England against Germany on Monday...
Yeah.
Is it Germany Monday? Yeah. And has 2 outstanding games, does all that disappear?
No, because he'd go back to Manchester United and not play. But what that will do is just show Gareth Southgate, see, look, this is why he is my number one centre-half. Look at the 2 performances he put in. So then that does tell us all that what he does at Manchester United will be irrelevant if you look at the 2 games that he plays against Italy and Germany. But if he plays in these 2 games, and also as well, that might be a way of Gareth getting in minutes. Because Gareth's thinking to himself, I need Harry Maguire, I love him.
Yeah.
I need to get in minutes somewhere. So he might play, it wouldn't surprise me if he played 90 minutes against Italy and then 90 against Germany to give him the minutes.
Okay. If he plays 90 minutes for England tomorrow night and has a stinker, what happens?
Gareth has got some serious questions. People are going to be asking him questions for fun. But then he would have backed himself in his own corner.
Yeah. Does he definitely go to the World Cup?
Yeah, 100%. He's 100% in the squad.
Does he start for England?
Depends.
Okay.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.